How's it going, YouTube? I'm Andros51.
I'm Extreme Padre fan.
YouTube, we're once again doing a video of ourselves and what we look like. YouTube, because we got a big vacation planned in September of this year. Some of you viewers kind of already got a sense of what the hell we're doing at that time. We're not getting out and filming, and we're trying to save up as much as we can financially to make this trip happen. So I'm really hoping to make that. I want to first start by saying that I'm feeling a lot better from when I got that CN75I YouTube. A stupid cold virus was going around like the plague, and the body aches got me beyond belief.
Body aches suck.
I know, and I was out of commission for 6 days, but thankfully I got kind of the remains of it, but I'm doing much better now. So I appreciate everybody that wanted me to get better on that the clips I shot of that CN75I. So thank you everybody on that. Anyway, YouTube, this video is going to be kind of a little different to pass the time while we lead into the trip that we got planned.
Yep.
Basically, we're going to pull 3 old clips.
We're going to start a new series called Reminiscing Down the Line.
Down the line. I kind of like that pun, actually, for it.
Yep.
Basically, YouTube, we're, I mean, you got to realize Cam and I have been filming these trains for over 16 years, Cam.
That's crazy.
It's amazing how time goes by and you actually forget what you actually filmed from back then.
Basically, yeah.
Well, in this case, YouTube, for each one of these kind of videos, we're going to choose 3 clips. 3 clips. From back in the day that we, just as Cam and I were started filming and through the years.
2009 through 2016, I think is what we said.
Yeah, kind of the time frame that we're going to do here. I mean, you and I were both 19 in 2009, which is crazy.
I know.
Here we are, both 35 years old. And we're going to pull just one clip that we thought that, was crazy for back in the day.
That we thought was worthy to make it.
And maybe if we could have maybe done, more back then, like we do today, we know what to do, we know where to go, you name it. Back in those days, we did not. To save our damn lives.
Yeah.
So we'll definitely do, just kind of redo it. Anyway, YouTube, our first clip that we're going to shoot. Alright, YouTube, our first clip that we're going to do of ourselves talking. This first clip that Cam and I decided on came from, what was it, September or October? August of 2009.
August, September, something like that, yeah.
In that time frame in 2009. We were filming at Poinsettia Station, YouTube.
I had just come off a trip to Washington, D.C. to see the Baltimore Orioles and the Washington Nationals play. I used to travel with my dad a lot and go see different ballparks throughout the country. While back there, I knew it was CSX country. I tried to find some back there. I had no luck. And I mean no luck.
No luck. Do you think maybe if you traveled with me, Cam, you might have better?
Probably, yeah.
Because your dad didn't care about really going after trains, and it was more for the baseball side of things back in those days. But we were filming at Poinsettia, and YouTube, you got to realize that this is what the station looked like originally. It was just 2 platforms separated by the 2 tracks and just peg crossings to get to each side. That coaster developed.
No tunnel, no fence,
nothing back
no
then.
Intermediates.
Actually, there were intermediates, but they always only turned on when a train was close by.
Well, I'm saying no southbound intermediates, though.
Yeah, that's true. So obviously, compared to what the station looks like currently in 2025. Anyway, YouTube, we were there. We relied on filming the surfliners, the Dagos, the auto racks. That come in.
Logo pop up every once in a while.
Yeah, so we were used to filming that. Well, here comes this northbound auto rack, and I had a bad habit of panning with the head end and kind of zooming in as the train started, going northbound, and thankfully I've long stopped doing that.
Thank God.
Well, here's a CSX-8. I don't know what the number was.
I don't remember. I could look and
try and find it, but it was a CSX, and my reaction at the time, a CSX-8, there's a CSX-8 on the phone my damn head off,
And
noticing.
that was our first real, really big catch, because we'd see the 60M, 60s on a Dago, okay, nice. But it was our first piece of foreign power that we ever saw.
In fact, now that I think about it, I think it was our first piece of foreign power we ever got on film, now that I think about it. Holy shit, wow.
It is, yeah.
Sorry, just realizing it.
Yeah.
Alright, YouTube, that's pretty much the history behind this clip. If we knew, let's say there's a CSX-8, or -8 down in San Diego, let's say currently, we would know we can wish. We would know well in advance, and we would be out ready for it. We got the better knowledge and better resources. I'm not going to really...
We know we could chase it now. Yeah. We know how to make it work.
Exactly. So we would know to go get it. We know to do it. Compared to back then, we didn't have the inside sources of knowing if it was in San Diego or not.
Right.
So, Anyway, here's what I sound like. A little disclaimer, YouTube. I always laugh when I say this. I can't stand myself in any clips that Cam and I shot from 2009 to 2010. Just the way I was foaming my damn head off.
Right.
I can't even explain it. I'll let you guys be the judge while you watch the clip. But here's the clip of this CSX-8, and I come to think of it, I don't think any CSX-8s have been on this. Oh, no. The
9280.
9280 in 2023, But yeah, enjoy this clip, and here is me and Cam foaming our heads off, and here is what Poinsettia Station looked like originally. Yep. Enjoy.
All right, let's enjoy this train as we come through. You know what? I think it's another freight train. Well,
three headlights.
Well, just our luck tonight.
That is them, good.
Woo! Bring on, BNSF! Woo! Yeah, it is! Woo! Yeah! Woo! Go northbound! Oh, CSX! There's a CSX unit down here!
Yes!
Holy crap! Oh, it's an R-Racker! Oh, wow, a CSX unit. You don't see those down here in Southern California. Yeah.
Real big cart.
Yeah, I know the still. Wow, this is a long auto-racker. Wow, nice little surprise tonight. Woo-hoo!
Give you one card inside these.
Now I love trains. Woo! Auto-rackers are usually alone. Whoa, this thing's hauling ass. And I think I see the end of this thing coming.
Yep.
There it is.
There goes the caboose.
See now there was it goes. Woo-hoo! There it goes into the night. Nothing like a CSX unit on a train.
Alright, too, following that CSX-8 that we filmed in 2009, we now jump ahead 5 years to, I think it was April of 2014. Yeah, 2014.
That was it, yeah.
This is back when San Bernardino Railroad Days used to happen out there in San Bernardino. And God, I miss those kind of...
I miss it, man.
Yeah, I miss those kind of events like no tomorrow. Well, this second clip is rather a very rare one, actually, that I don't think can ever be repeated.
I don't think anybody got this shot as far as I know.
As far as I know, yeah, as far as I know. YouTube, we were hoping that we took Amtrak 565 at the time. I don't know if that's still a number currently yet.
I think it is.
I think it is. I'd have to look at the schedule, but the Amtrak schedule has changed so much over the damn years. I miss the old way that it used to be, Cam. But nothing to do with the clip here. It's hard not to laugh. We were hoping to beat 3751 leaving Union Station.
I think they were supposed to leave at like
9 something. So
something like
yeah, so we were hoping to take. I think 565, if it was on time, would have got into Union Station before they rolled
it. Yeah.
Well, apparently, we get on the single levels at the time. YouTube. I think 9208 was leaving us.
30.
Was it 30 at the time?
Yeah, it was 30. Yeah, because I remember this specifically because this was after our Silver Splendor, and like you and I needed to kind of exercise the demons with 230 from that day.
Yeah, well, that was 2 years after the fact, Cam.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter because we didn't ride behind it after that day until
that point. Yeah, I think you're right. Anyway, YouTube, so we got delayed at Oceanside because somehow there was some unknown gas leak that happened in Camp Hamilton. So our train got delayed by like 45 minutes, 30 to 45 minutes. I think
it was like 35.
35, I forget how long. So we didn't make it to Union Station, and it was actually our first time, our second time actually, just seeing Hobart, and now we know how to rail fan around those locations better then. And we look at 8th Street, and we were hoping to make it to Union Station, but apparently we didn't make it in time by the time 3751 departed Union Station. But it did create a little interesting rare clip for us that I can't believe that we ended up getting. Across the LA River as they were heading past LATC, I think it was past LATC at the time.
I think they were past that though.
Were they? I
think so. Yeah.
I have to watch the clip again, but yeah. 3751 YouTube was right across the LA River as I filmed from 565 as we were going in the opposite directions. Yeah. And that was a rare clip that I don't think we've ever repeated, obviously, since then. And we've seen 3751 many times after that. So yeah, enjoy this rare clip of 3751 across the LA River as we roll into Union Station, towards Union Station, YouTube. YouTube, unfortunately we couldn't make it to the station.
Screw that, we got her at least.
But here's 3751. Good timing at least. There's 3751 departing.
I think we're...
There it is. Damn, we could have just not made it a few minutes earlier.
New cover, anyone?
Well, it's better than no video of it departing. There it goes,
yeah.
YouTube. Woohoo! And YouTube, following 3751, we now jump ahead another year to April 2015, where Cam and I were out on Pepper Avenue at West Colton, and we happened to see eastbound UP stack. I think it was from LATC, I think, if I remember correctly at the time.
It trailers and
all that, or not East Yard. I don't either. I don't remember what the symbol of the train was at the time.
I have no idea.
Yeah. But YouTube, it had a CSX SD40-2 that just happened to be trailing on the back end of the last in the consist as it flies under Pepper. Looking back on it, YouTube, Cam and I wish we knew our way to go eastbound towards Beaumont, which we know currently, obviously. We pretty much just kind of look back and wish we kind of chased that eastbound, you know. That would have been really fun. We would have chased it, caught it multiple times.
Yeah.
And just, today...
It would have been nice to have a ground level shot of that unit.
Obviously. Wasn't there a manifest that also had 3 CSX units in West Colton the same day?
I don't think it was that same day. I think it was a different day.
Was it a different day? I swear it was the same day, but I have to look back on it. But yeah, YouTube, enjoy this rare case of a CSX SD40-2 trailing. And not really many have come to California since 2015, if I remember correctly. I think the last...
Okay, last SD40 to come out was that SD40-3 that you got.
Got in 2022 out in Watson.
Not since then.
Not since then. Obviously not just CSX, but YouTube, enjoy this clip from 2015, and it's hard to believe it's been 10 years, you know.
I know, jeez.
Cam, where does time go?
Seriously.
You viewers, where does time go? And, you know, it's pretty crazy, but that's our 3 clips, and enjoy this last clip of the CSX SD40-2, YouTube. I love it.
Same.
How's it going, YouTube? Me, an Extreme Padre fan, are once again at West Colton Yard today here in Colton, California. Our first train we happened to spot while we were coming down the 10 freeway is this eastbound stacker. Led by a Gevo, SC70M, and another SD40-2 CSX. Woo! 7982 leading. Woo! 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 Woohoo! 4158 and CSX 8320. Woo!
We have consequence 8447.
Yeah.
Rover line.
And if you see here, YouTube, here's the UP manifest. If you look over Pepper Avenue here, you can see it's going the Palmdale right over there. I don't know what the lead engine is, but there it goes. Yeah, something like that. That's the basics with the... Woo! I might get my sweatshirt sold. I mean, one of the SC60Ms did. Looks like the manifest is coming to a halt going up the Palmdale. Interesting. Maybe they have to wait for a train to come off the Palmdale. Who knows? Yeah, it did stop. Oh, wow. Something I did not expect. Shitload of K-line there. No! There goes your Pepsi can. Can't back up just a little bit all time. There was no truck. Wow. All that good Pepsi on at least. Just trying to get out of it. Yeah. And here comes the end of it, YouTube. Engine 5830. Woohoo! Great stagger, there goes eastbound.